What's up, y'all? Today we're going over the results from a huge Pokemon VGC Regional that happened last weekend in Hartford. Let's see how trainers there shook up the meta. To nobody's surprise, Flutter still reigns supreme, starting day 1 at an astounding 70.9% usage. It had a marginal downtrend into day 2, but with its nearly unresisted attack combination of Ghost and Fairy, it's clearly here to stay. Continuing on trends from Portland Regionals, American players have largely shifted away from the Palafin balance teams that dominated in the early season. For the first major tournament since January, Palafin started outside the top 12 in usage. With no Palafin converting into cut, many players stateside are wondering if this Zero will ever become a hero again. Everyone's favorite lapdog Arcanine had a tough tournament, dropping from 5th in day 1 usage to 8th in day 2. Gyarados, who competes for the same Intimidate role as Arcanine, also had a slight drop off in usage from day 1 to day 2. Don't count these two out though, as they both appeared throughout the top cut among veteran players looking to improve their team's ability to tank physical hits. Overall though, top trainers seem to be relying less on Intimidate in favor of more offensive completions to their teams with Iron Bundle and Chien-Pao. Despite Fire and Water seeing some shakeups, there seems to be no substitute for Amoonguss in the famous Fire-Water Grass core. It was a favorite among top finishers in day 2, boasting a 56% usage rate in top 16 compared to its day 2 usage of 35%. There seemed to be some fall off for its rival Jumpluff, the winner of the last tournament, with it being replaced in the top cut with Wo-Chien, its first major performance in the States. After falling flat in Portland, Ting-Lu found a strong foothold as a member of the most popular bounce team of the weekend, successfully piloted to top 4 by Wolf-Glick. Trainers used Ting-Lu on this squad to spread damage with Ruination, and beef up its partner's Special Bulk to spread status until the opposition was ready for a sweep, with either Nasty Plot Chi-Yu or Swords Dance Iron Hands. Speaking of powerful ground types, Great Tusk had a tough weekend, going from occupying 3 of the top 4 slots in Portland to only 2 of the 10 Great Tusk that made day 2, even making the top 16, due to the high presence of counters like Iron Bundle, Gyarados, and Dragonite. Everyone's favorite combination, Dozo and Tatsugiri, had no showings in the top 8. The bulk of the higher finishing ones opted for the Palafin killer Oblivious Terra Grass set, and were no doubt disappointed by its rival's drop in usage. Gholdengo stocks went to the moon this weekend, entering the top 12 in day 2 usage with multiple top spots. Most players found success with the defensive Nasty Plot and offensive Choice Spec sets, while finalist Ryan Haig split the difference, with a tricky combination of both to nearly take the title. Pelipper had a great showing for the first time since the initial Scarlet and Violet Regionals back in January, reclaiming its title as Most Valuable Bird, this time paired with Azumarill over the more conventional Palafin. With Sun, Hail, and Sand all failing to put up the same numbers as they did in Portland, and Maddie Morgan's victory with a similar team in Malmo just hours before Hartford, the Pelipper flock seems to be flying high once again. Ryan's team had the other big winner of the weekend, Iron Hands. It occupied 75% of the top 8, and over 50% of all Iron Hands in day 2 finished in the top 16. The Assault Vest set proved an excellent tool against rising special attacking forces in the metagame, while the Swords Dance set proved an excellent tool at mopping up more passive teams. Now let's highlight Chi Tang, who took home the first major victory of the season for the infamous Chien-Pao Choice Band Dragonite combination. He chose to increase Dragonite's bulk using the multi-scale ability, and added Terra Fire Kingambit to his team with its Define ability to deter Arcanine from intimidating and will-o-wisping his strong physical attackers. This is also Iron Bundle's first big win of the season, with Chi training it unconventionally bulky, leaving his opponents frozen in shock with its longevity. Overall, Hartford saw a continuation of existing trends from past events. The metagame has proven hostile to Palafin, as varied Iron Bundle and Gyarados balance compositions have rushed in to fill its place. Gholdengo, Kingambit, and Iron Hands had a very hot weekend, and with Rain easily slotting 2 of these 3, it might be the big team to be watching going into the next major event, Milwaukie Regionals.